So, which one do you want to do? Want to do the Wonder Woman 3 getting canned, or do you want to talk about the Flash being moved up?
What is going on with the Flash?
Okay.
Tell me about the Flash. What's happening with this menace?
So, I've been hearing some good things revolving around the Flash
Oh, good.
movie. The movie itself is fantastic based off of people that I've been hearing.
Okay. I
And the
like how they
test,
took our side note. I like how they took our advice weeks later and are like, we're getting him help. That's all we wanted. We were like,
right.
oh, what was going on here? We don't even need to know. Just get them in. I don't care. Warner Brothers. We all know there's something weird happening. But what's going on with this movie, John?
Okay, so this is coming from IGN, and Warner Brothers Discovery has pushed forward the release date of The Flash. The studio announced that The Flash will now premiere in theaters on June 16th, 2023, a week earlier than its previous announced June 23rd, 2023 release date. This is likely to avoid Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which finally announced it will premiere on June 30th. The Flash had dodged time getting to the movie theaters from multiple directors' searches, delays, and Star Ezra legal controversies, including arrests and announcements that they will seek help for mental health issues, like you and I talked about, Abby. It doesn't say that in the report, though, that you and I talked about it. But Miller is a holdover of the DCEU as they played the character starting in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. The solo movie has long been expected to adapt the Flashpoint storyline and eventually reconfigure the DC universe. The alternate timeline storyline would explain why both Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton can be in The Flash, both playing different versions of Batman. The movie also includes Sasha Call as Supergirl. It's unclear what the DC universe will look like once The Flash finally premieres and potentially rewrites the DC universe. The movie, which has resisted calls and cancellations after Miller's arrest, and could set the stage nicely for a clean slate that will allow new DC co-presidents James Gunn and Peter Safran to imprint their own designs on the DC universe.
Okay. Now, okay, because at first I was like, just throw Michael Keaton at us, and now I'm like, you're throwing everybody at us.
Right.
They're throwing everything, and to even move it up a day is a lot because this has had, to say the least, a troubled production.
Hey, baby. Thank you for saying hi to me. But what I was going to say was this, though, too, okay? So, we were talking about Henry Cavill as out as Superman and all the cancellations with Wonder Woman and things like that, right? So, it would make sense because they're doing the Flashpoint movie to reboot everything. So, therefore, you wouldn't need those set characters anymore or those actors anymore to play those roles. So, therefore, you would need to do a reset. And what better way to reset it than with The Flash? And from what I'm saying is this. From test screenings, even though everybody said, everybody got a standing ovation over Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and stuff like that, I've been hearing from people on a podcast I listen to that's very close to the industry, and they're saying that they have standing ovation. Well, they love the story. And it's great. It's fantastic. They know what they have in front of them, which is also why they don't want to go ahead and just put it in a vault and never see it again, see the light of day. Right. So I'm thinking that how they're going to do this is I think they're going to do the PR around Michael Keaton and possibly maybe Ben Affleck, but more than likely
it's a huge thing to drop.
Right.
You're going to put them. You're going to give us both of them. Okay, you're absolutely right though. They're going to focus on Batman.
Right, instead of focusing on Ezra Miller, and it will also get this. It would actually they already spent probably close to $250 million just saying for filming this movie, and for them to recast him and then reshoot him, they're going to spend even more money to do all that. So therefore, they have no choice but to go ahead and do this with Ezra. So what better way to go ahead and get the focus off of him than have your nostalgia of the 80s with Michael Keaton and let him be the forefront to promote the Flash movie.
Yep.
And then if you want to have a present day look of this film, which would be your Ben Affleck Batman, you're going to have him also be promoting this film, and you can even probably have Michael Keaton and them to get him together promoting it.
Fandom in itself is the the Batfleck people. There's a big audience for that too. And I just realized this with you saying that is that who in this group has also had to do a full reset with something. James Gunn, he did that with the Suicide Squad. He did a full reset, a full
like a soft reboot is basically what it was.
Exactly. But this is that on a huge scale.
Deeper scale, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, he kind of he nailed it last time. Let's see if he can do it and on a bigger scale. And I'm more intrigued now. And especially hearing after how good the Flash is. If it's that good, because I'm not going to be mad at people. Like I was saying, so many people work on something, and I knew this movie was almost done. And so I was just like, the fact that one person could affect everybody isn't cool to me. So I totally
especially when it's the lead role and not someone that's just happens to be like sitting in the background, drinking a Coke, or someone that is 100%. A co-star.
Exactly.
This is your lead actor, so therefore he's causing problems. He's Dennis the Menace going around on a tour.
No, for sure. And that's why I was like, I don't want it to get canned. Like, that's not cool to me. And then I was just like, but then again, I don't want this guy to not whatever, But then I'm just like, I'm glad to hear that it's still happening. I'm shocked that they're even saying that they're moving it up at all, even a day. So a week is like, okay, well then you guys, it's got to be good if they're sticking to their guns this hard.
Pun intended.
Oh, yes.
But okay,